Hi, I am Jen Wilson, the Healing Rebel, and welcome to this week's podcast. Do you like my pipe? If you're not watching this on video and just in audio, I got myself a walnut hand carved pipe, not to smoke, just to chew on while I'm sitting in my rocking chair, pondering over life, pondering what to talk about on this podcast. It's very cool. I do like it. You can actually taste walnut when you have a wee soak through. You're going to be happy Yuletide. It is, on recording this, what we know is Christmas Eve, 24th of December. And I haven't been on the podcast for a little while, so I thought I would pop on, say hi, see how you all are doing. Please do drop a comment, send me a message, let me know how are you doing, how are you feeling this festive season. Has the run up to Christmas been super busy for you? Are you feeling exhausted, burnt out? Just, oh my God, can't wait to just slow down and stop. Or are you already in that space of slowing down and just taking things easy? I'm already a week and a half into my downtime. I finished up on the 14th of December. Went on holiday on the 16th of December, drove down to Coldingham Bay over in the east coast of Scotland, just north of Eyemouth. And my car broke down. And it's currently in the garage. And the mechanic hasn't stripped down the car yet, but he tried something and his opinion was that the car needs a new engine, which is not ideal. My dad, however, said he didn't think that's what it was. He thinks that something has just come loose and it'll be a much easier fix once the mechanic has actually taken the car apart, because he's been in to speak to him, because obviously he spoke to me and I said, all right. We had the RAC out and the guy there said something's misaligned. It'll just be the chain has slipped. It'll be an easy fix. This other mechanic, without actually having done any diagnostics on it, has a different opinion. So we'll see. One of those things where you go, oh, gee whiz, the car is so convenient. I was going to say necessary and essential. It's not necessary and essential. It's really convenient to have the car. However, not having the car has meant that I have slowed right down. When we were on holiday, we were able to get the bus from the caravan park down to Eyemouth, go for a walk, go for lunch, get the bus back up, which was lovely. And then the next day we went for a nice long walk just from the caravan park. Yeah, it helped us slow down. Since I've been back, I have borrowed my mum's car a couple of times because, convenience. But sometimes life throws us these curveballs, right? And we can get all stressed and worked up and anxious about them. Or we can go, oh, that's inconvenient. A lot of this is out with my control. And this was the thing I noticed about myself. Initially, I was like, oh, I had a slight panic. Heart was racing. Oh my goodness, what are we going to do? But then I was like, well, if the car's broken, we can still get home. We can get down to Berwick, get the train from Berwick back to Glasgow if needed. Anyway, we had the RAC breakdown, so we managed to get home via them. But everything else is out of my control. There's nothing I can do to change that situation. It was the same when my website broke. And it was out with my control to fix that. And I was just like, oh well, took 10 days. What can you do? What can you do? That's what they used to say in Greece. That was very much that attitude of, ah well, it'll get sorted when it gets sorted. I'm trying to have that approach more often. But what I did notice was I definitely don't have that same childness around smaller, insignificant things. Like dishes being left in the sink, dirty, and not just put in the dishwasher. Pants being left on the bathroom floor. Silly things that just are a minor inconvenience. I definitely have less tolerance for them. But that's because there's small things that could be fixed like that they're in control. Not my actions, obviously, other people's. Anyway, so yeah, interesting. I find this time of year is a great time for me to slow down. I've only done that since December 2020, taking time, going, right, okay, let's chill. My downtime for 2025, I was going to say 22 there, we've already had 2022. My downtime for 2025 is already scheduled and in the calendar. So important that we take this time to slow down. Otherwise, we're on the hamster wheel, we're just go, 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 go. And then we get knackered, we lose our temper, we become irrational, unreasonable. This hustle culture that is out there might be fine for men to do. I know a lot of women who live in that industry, in that mindset, and they are exhausted. They are, many of them are getting diagnosed with things like ADHD and other mental health issues where they're not being encouraged to take time out and slow down to review and reflect on what is important to them in life, so that that's the path that they're on. Instead, often they're being offered medication, and we know what my opinion on that is. Medication should be the last thing that we do. All the lifestyle elements should be in there, slowing down. What can we get rid of? Let's do less instead of doing more. And I have in the past talked about having morning routines and evening routines and blah, 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 blah. And they can be useful, but not if they're giving you more to do. These should be giving you less to do. And this is what Hibernate and Heal has been about. It's about reviewing where you're at. What areas do you need to focus on? What can you let go of? What can you bring in so that you feel like you're being nourished and nurtured? The movement sessions that I teach, the classes that I teach, we call them Pilates and yoga because that's what people know the names of. I've had people who go to Pilates, other Pilates teachers, they come to my class and they go, oh, that was really different. That was not what I expected. I don't think I know how to teach a traditional Pilates class anymore. Yoga is not traditional yoga. And when I say traditional yoga, I don't mean the ancient Indian yoga, I mean traditional Western yoga. Everything is about slowing down, tuning in, listening to your body. What does your body need? And that's where we build our resilience, build this nurturing, caring, responsive flow in our life. So that then hopefully what I hope that works with my clients is they take those lessons outside of class, because it's never about what you do in the class on the mat. Of course, there is an element of that, but it's how do you take that out into life? How do you nurture yourself? How do you listen? How do you take care? Love this wee pipe. I do love this. I love that taste that I'm getting. There's no tobacco. I'm not burning anything because that's bad for your lungs. Just having a wee chew on the wood. Yeah, this time of year, can you take some time to have some reflection? I went through a human design reading that I had done a couple of years ago with Save, Elevate, Heal. Aliza, she was on the podcast before. I will find out what one it was and put it in the show notes. Had a human design reading with her 2 years ago, and I got it out and I went through it again and wrote myself out loads of notes, because I always find when I write things down, they stay in my brain a bit better. So I got a new journal, wrote all that down, to really reflect, and I'm noticing when traits are coming up, and then I'm being able to reflect on that. How do I want to work with that? How do I want to make changes so that I am not responding to things in a way that maybe not useful and conducive to me? How can I get my life and my work to work better for me? And it's something that I encourage my clients to be thinking about, to really be tuning in and listening to. What is your body telling you? Do you need to slow down? Do you need a little bit less? On that note, this is Christmas Eve that I'm recording this. I'm about to, it's 7:45 in the evening. I just felt inspired to drop in, share some words, see how you're getting on. I do love when you connect with me, so please do. All that info will be in the show notes, or you comment wherever you're watching this. And yeah, I hope you are having a time full of love. It's not always an easy time of year for people. My next door neighbour, his mum has just passed, and it was this time, well, early January, my gran passed, and I know I've got other friends who are either dealing with stuff or coming up to anniversaries, and this time of the year can be really challenging for people. And if that's how you are feeling about this year, then please do take the time that you need. I know other people who this is their favourite time of year and they have a lot of joy happening in their lives, and that is awesome too. So I encourage you to do and take whatever you need from this yuletide, this festive season, but make sure it's what works for you. Set your boundaries, move your body, because this is a time of year that we sit on the couch and eat a lot of food, watch a lot of movies, and don't do a lot of movement. Do get down on the floor, lie with your arms out, cross one leg over the other unless you've had your hip replaced, in which case you don't cross your legs, keep your legs about hip width, and then take your knees over to one side, turn your head away from your knees, bring it up, take it over to the other side. Notice how that feels. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Don't hold your breath. Definitely don't hold your breath. Make sure you're taking some breaths. Something as simple as that is joy in your body, joy in your joints. Motion is lotion. Movement is medicine. I hope you have a loving festive season, and I will speak to you in the new year. Remember to like, share, comment, wherever you are, and if subscribe, follow, whatever it is you do, whichever platform it is that you're tuning in, and I will speak to you in the next episode. Have a fabulous one.